Okay, picture this. It feels like it's straight out of a movie, right? October 2025, way up in the Canadian mountains, air's crisp, maybe some early snow, and this glassy blue lake.
Yeah.
And there they are, Justin and Hailey Bieber, all bundled up, coordinating coats, naturally,
Of course.
sharing this moment, a kiss in a little rowboat.
Right. And if you're like, well, millions of people who saw that picture everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely everywhere.
Probably thought, oh, how romantic, a private moment. But I mean, our deep dive into what's really going on tells a very, very different story.
Exactly. We're looking at this and realizing, hold on, this isn't just some spontaneous, sweet moment. This is basically a meticulously curated visual press release.
Totally engineered.
Designed for maximum public impact. So today, our deep dive is all about that strategy behind it. We're calling it the Bieber Blueprint.
And we're really digging into that crucial period, between their 6th and 7th anniversaries. The mission here is to figure out how Justin and Hailey went from just being like subjects of gossip, always reacting, right?
Always reacting, yeah.
To becoming these really active, deliberate authors of their own story, controlling the narrative.
It's actually a fascinating case study in modern brand management, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
So we're diving into 4 key areas that really define this whole blueprint. Those strategic vacations, how their anniversary celebrations evolved.
Big changes there.
Huge changes. Then the massive, seismic impact of becoming parents.
A Jack Blues effect.
Exactly. And finally, how they talk to or maybe manage their very polarized audience.
And the timeline is key. We're zeroing in on that year, starting August 2024, when Jack Blues was born, all the way up to that, let's call it, calculated mountain escape in October 2025.
Calculated is the word.
It really shows a level of planning that, well, it basically turns a marriage into this intentional, almost unbreachable fortress.
Okay, so let's start with the event that really anchored this new narrative, the Jack Blues effect. Sources were super clear about this.
Yeah, they hammered it home.
The arrival of their son in August 2024 was the absolute pivot point. Everyone emphasized how becoming parents deepened their bond, put family stability right at the forefront.
And this personal shift, it needed a big public signal. And we saw the ultimate example of that with Justin's Instagram move in June 2025.
Yeah.
You have to grasp the weight of him changing that handle.
It's huge. He changed it from @JustinBieber, the name known globally, the brand he's had forever,
For over a decade.
to @lilbieber. It just screams fatherhood, family life, an undeniable shift.
And think about the strategic rate of that decision and, honestly, the potential financial implications, too.
Right.
Voluntarily giving up a multi-million-dollar, globally recognized brand name like that. It's a huge symbolic act.
It really is.
It's like he's consciously stepping away from that sometimes volatile individual celebrity image he was known for. He's deliberately repositioning himself. Not troubled pop star, but grounded family man, patriarch.
But wait, hang on. Doesn't giving up that handle, doesn't that represent a massive financial risk?
Yeah.
Don't people just connect the name Justin Bieber with the brand, regardless of the handle? It seems almost counterintuitive for celebrity branding.
But that's where the strategy is actually quite brilliant. It's less about any direct financial loss from the handle itself and more about the gain in public trust and how stable he's perceived.
Okay.
A move signals maturity. It basically tells the public, hey, the old baggage, it's gone. And it lets his professional work, his albums Swag and Swag 2, headlining Coachella 2026.
Big stuff.
Right. It allows all that to be seen through this new lens. This is the work of a stable, centered family man, not some chaotic young star anymore.
So the story they're crafting is that stability actually fuels professional success.
Precisely.
And for Hailey, too, right?
Yeah.
Their marriage is framed as the foundation for her own empire, especially with her beauty brand Rhode doing so well. So the marriage isn't just surviving alongside their careers. It's being presented as the core engine driving both of their successes.
It's power couple synergy, really, executed at a very high level. But that stable foundation, it needed more than just a new Instagram handle.
Right.
It required something like a public mission statement. Which brings us to the really dramatic shift in how they handled their anniversaries.
Oh, yeah.
And wait till you hear how they basically made their marriage sound less like a romance and more like, well, a company.
The difference between year 6 and year 7 is just stark. It shows how fast this strategy really ramped up.
Okay, so September 2024, 6th anniversary. This was just weeks after Jack Blues was born.
Uh-huh.
And at that time, sources were reporting just constant divorce rumors. You remember that?
Oh, I do. Nonstop.
Which the couple apparently found annoying, but just noise. That was the quote.
So their response back then was what we're kind of calling defensive intimacy. Hailey only shared these tiny glimpses and only on Instagram stories, which disappear, right?
Exactly. Fleeting. Heart-shaped balloons, peak candles, like a soft focus Polaroid picture. Very private, understated, domestic.
It was a really subtle pushback against all that loud speculation, wasn't it?
Totally. By showing this quiet domestic bliss on a platform that vanishes, they projected happiness without, issuing some big formal denial that would live online forever.
Kept it low-key. Smart.
It was quiet reassurance.
Okay, now fast forward 1 year, September 13th, 2025, 7th anniversary. And the strategy completely flips.
Complete 180.
From quiet intimacy to loud. Codification.
Yeah.
This was a formal, very public declaration. Justin posts this picture of wall art.
Yeah, I saw that.
Titled The Bieber Family, and it has a list of 10 guiding principles.
And the language, that's what's so wild about it. It was so structured, so formal, it sounded completely corporate.
Totally.
We're talking principles like, we value longevity and a sustainable pace of life.
That we value innovation and moving the human experience forward.
Innovation in a marriage.
I read that list, and my first thought was, did they lift this from some tech startups' Our Values page?
Right, and the online commentators jumped on it immediately. Everyone was calling it a company mission statement.
But is that really the goal? Doesn't using that kind of sterile, almost business-like language risk undermining the very authenticity they seem to be trying to build?
See, I think it's absolutely intentional. It's the professionalization of their family identity.
Professionalization.
So by defining their relationship with this public charter, they're basically turning their marriage from this vulnerable target of gossip into a structured, formal thing, an entity.
Yeah.
You can't really gossip about an institution that has clearly stated values, can you? It creates this kind of unassailable framework that just shuts down questions about their commitment before they're even asked.
So they're essentially saying, look, this isn't just about feelings. This is a partnership. It has objectives. It has goals. It's actually brilliant. Maybe a little jarring, but brilliant.
Definitely strategic.
Okay, and if you're finding these deep dives into celebrity strategy fascinating, especially how they handle the press, make sure you're subscribed. Because we have even wilder examples coming up about how they use their travel plans as, communication.
Yeah, because for the Biebers, vacations aren't really about relaxing.
Doesn't seem like it.
They're targeted communication tools. They're carefully framed to manage that image and, crucially, to neutralize any persistent threats or rumors.
And the prime example of this whole machine kicking into gear was Operation Costa Rica. That was December 2024.
Yep. And that trip happened right after those persistent divorce rumors had just been publicly shot down by an insider source. The timing was impeccable.
Okay, so break down the loop for us. How does it work?
It's this highly effective, kind of closed, symbiotic PR loop they use. It's like a pre-book.
Okay.
Step 1, rumors start swirling. Step 2, an anonymous source denies them, usually to a big outlet like People, plants the counter-narrative seed.
Got it. Then what?
Step 3. Almost immediately, the couple takes a very picturesque, very photogenic vacation. Think beautiful backdrop.
Perfect for Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Step 4. Justin posts the visual evidence, the happy snaps to his hundreds of millions of followers.
Right. Proof.
And then step 5, the original source often circles back to the same media outlet to confirm how blissful the trip was, how happy they are. The vacation becomes the tangible proof that backs up the initial denial.
Wow.
It just neutralizes the damaging stuff in one very controlled cycle.
It sounds exhausting, honestly, but you can't deny it's effective. Okay, let's go back to that October 2025 mountain escape.
Yeah.
The rowboat scene.
Yeah.
That was like an aesthetic masterclass because the setting itself, the mountains, the calm lakes, those are timeless visual cues for enduring romance, right?
Absolutely. Classic romance tropes. But the real killer detail, the thing that locks the whole narrative down.
What was it?
It was Hailey's choice of music for her Instagram post. Shania Twain's You're Still the One.
Oh, that is next level media savvy.
Isn't it?
Because the lyrics literally tell the story of a couple proving the doubters wrong.
Yeah.
They said, I bet they'll never make it.
That's what we call narrative soundtracking. She's not just picking a nice song. She's tapping into this powerful cultural shorthand. By pairing those romantic visuals with that specific song, Hailey emotionally and super efficiently frames their relationship within this pre-existing story. defiant longevity. She speaks directly to all the critics, all the doubters, without actually having to write a single word of defense.
Turns their love story into this, like, cinematic clap back at the haters.
Exactly. It's really smart.
It's clear they're working hard to build this narrative.
Yeah.
But they're shouting it into what feels like an echo chamber where the audience is just deeply divided.
Oh, absolutely. Deeply polarized. Their efforts are seen through two totally different lenses.
Right.
So on one side, you've got the adoring fans, the supportive base.
The Beliebers and Hailey fans.
Yeah. They see the Biebers' lasting marriage as this hard-won victory. They express, real relief and hope. They often credit Hailey specifically as being the stable, grounding force for Justin. They buy the narrative completely.
Okay. But then you have the other side. The skeptical gaze. The critics who see all of this as just highly choreographed performance art.
Yeah, and the cynicism runs deep there. You see speculation that Hailey is literally writing Justin's gushy captions for him.
Right.
That Family Rules post, it got openly mocked.
Instant.
People were joking online, asking if their next post would be like their Q3 earnings report.
Or if they needed a board meeting to approve date night.
Exactly. The general feeling among that group is that they're trying super hard to prove things, and that effort itself becomes, ironically, proof to the skeptics that things aren't as solid as they seem.
And hanging over all of this scrutiny, all this debate, is the unavoidable ghost in the room.
Always.
Justin's intense, tumultuous past relationship with Selena Gomez, Jelena. That history is just baked into the online conversation. It's forever the before picture.
And that is the absolute crucial context here. This entire PR project, the whole Bieber Blueprint, is, at its core, an attempt to write a corrective history.
Okay.
They know the narrative they're fighting isn't just today's gossip. It's this powerful, incredibly dramatic, often romanticized history that gets rehashed online constantly.
So the Jelena narrative was all passion, drama, instability.
High highs, low lows.
Right. So the current marriage narrative stability, partnership, quiet domestic life. It's built deliberately as the direct opposite of that past chaos.
Exactly. Every serene vacation picture, every structured family rule, it serves as this implicit rebuttal to the old story.
It's a constant comparison.
Precisely. They are essentially battling a ghost with this meticulously crafted reality, and that really explains why their efforts can sometimes feel so intense, maybe even performative to people watching.
Because they have a higher bar to clear?
Yeah, they have a higher standard of proof to meet because they're constantly being measured against this decade-old, super public relationship that ultimately they have zero control over now.
So when we circle back to that image, that peaceful rowboat scene,
Yeah.
it is anything but a spontaneous romantic moment. It's the super polished, carefully chosen final product of this huge, multi-platform, strategic comms plan.
It really is. It's proof of this new model of celebrity marriage management. The subjects are the architects now, not just reacting to the story.
They're building the house.
The Bieber Blueprint is like a fortress, right? Built entirely on intentionality. Anniversaries become brand statements. Vacations are required narrative building trips. Parenthood was the key rebranding moment.
Yeah.
They've basically turned their marriage into their most resilient, most powerful asset. It's an engineered brand of love designed specifically to withstand that relentless siege of public opinion.
Which leaves us and you with this final thought to chew on. We've seen just how deliberate and sophisticated this whole architecture of stability is. So what does this tell us about the need to actually perform stability in the 21st century? Is a modern celebrity marriage only really able to survive if it completely transforms itself into this carefully constructed, intentional machine, almost like a PR firm for the relationship itself?
Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about until our next deep dive.
You've been listening to The Deep Dive, where we uncover the stories shaping Hollywood, music, and pop culture. Thanks for tuning in, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that keep the stars shining.